So for the purposes of this video, the exchange I'm going to be using is Smarkets, but other exchanges are available too. And don't worry, I'm going to explain this as simple as I possibly can. So after creating an account and loading up the website, this is what it looks like. Now, a couple of things to point out here. If we navigate to a race here, all of these down the left-hand side are different horses running in this race. The green boxes are for backing a bet, like we just mentioned, and the blue boxes are for laying a bet, so betting on something to not happen. Backing works in the exact same way as a normal bet. So if we put £10 in here at odds of 2.38, we can expect a return of £23.80, like normal. Now, as I mentioned previously, the principle of an exchange is you are betting against another individual, like you or I, rather than against a bookmaker, so there are no margins. This also means whatever the other person bets and wins, you have to pay them, and whatever you bet and win, they have to pay you. So until the bet settles, you don't know who's going to win. So you both have a liability until it settles. So we can see that in action if we move over to a lay bet here, one of the blue bets. So this bet against conjecture would win if any other outcome happens other than conjecture winning the race. So we're betting against conjecture to win the race. Now, if we type in £10 here, we can see we have what's called a liability of £13.60, like I just mentioned. So I'm going to bet against somebody else, and if they win, I'm going to pay them £13.60. Now, the thing that confuses people the most is this word here, stake. When you bet on a bookie, you type in an amount and they tell you how much you could win based on that stake. When you place a lay bet on an exchange, it is the opposite. You type in the amount you want to win, so £10, and they tell you what your outlay needs to be in order to win that £10. So here, £13.60. It'll become much clearer when I show you a real match betting example in a moment. So here we have a bet on Archivist to win the race on Bet365 at odds of 6-4. An outlay of £12.50 returns £31.25. If the horse wins the race, this bet will win. Now down here we have Smarkets, like I just showed you. To cover all potential outcomes, we need to place a bet that wins if the horse fails to win the race. That way, whichever position the horse finishes, one of these two bets will win. We can do that by laying the horse. Now remember, a lay bet is betting on something to not happen. Now here we've got the blue side. If we lay the horse to win at odds of 2.06, our outlay is £13.25 liability down here. If the horse fails to win the race, this bet will return £25.75. By quickly doing the maths, we can see our outlay is £13.25, the liability, plus £12.50, which was our stake on Bet365. That's £25.75. We can also see that we're going to get back either £25.75, the return on Smarkets, or £31.25, the return on Bet365. At very least in this situation, we will break even if the horse fails to win the race. However, if the horse goes on to win, we will profit the difference, which is £5.50. Now, these opportunities are fairly common, so we can stack small repeatable wins like this £5.50.